my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Oh my god! Wow!
Attack target! Save and activated.
Bye-bye! See you later.
Dive bomber squad. Airborne.
Yes.
Dive bomber.
Artillery is in position.
Here comes the aeroplane.
Nice shot!
Nice!
Nope area. Target hit. Dive bomber.
Incoming.
Do you honestly think you're fucking funny fucking with my friends? Seriously.
I don't know what I'm doing. Ah! Shit!
You're a fucking angry little fuck.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Attack target.
Hello guys, my name is BobLyn and welcome to a new series. This is Meme Team, and as you can see, and from the montage, I hope you enjoyed it, we are playing double Kearsarge and, any tier 9 CV basically. Nicolas and Karl here is playing the CV, and we got Nicolas NPS, a long time viewer and apparently really good at Kearsarge, because man, this guy, he was pretty much carrying all the games. We didn't lose any games in this division. This might be the most dirty and disgusting division I've ever played in this game. This beats Atlantico and double DCP. This is pure evil, but it is also pure fun, and sometimes, man, you just gotta have fun in this game. There are counters to this, of course. If you have AA, this kind of doesn't work because the Kearsarge is a very big target. But yeah, it's still very fun. We didn't lose any games, even in tier 10. Most of our games were in tier 10, and this is the only one in tier 8 that we actually kind of got, and it happened to be the one where I got most damage. So yeah, that sounds kind of selfish, but you are watching my perspective, so it kind of makes more sense, right? But this Ochakov and this Tiger here, I think they're completely new players that just picked up these two ships and they're deciding now to play them. Well, I'm very sorry for you guys that you had to meet us, because we're 3 tier 9s getting into a tier 8 game. This is, yeah, it's unlucky for them. But my first salvo there was pretty off, and if you saw in the beginning, we sent out our planes, me and Nicolas, either side, either flank. Our, he spawned right side, I spawned left side, and then we sent our planes in either direction. I was trying to get my thing enable freeload camera, but sorry, not the freeload camera, the aim lock, but I don't know, I couldn't do it in game and I was getting spammed, so I digress. Anyways, the Ochakov here is the perfect target because he's very squishy. He doesn't even have a camo, and even though he's in a smoke, I think that's a perma double fire, and yeah, we are just gonna annihilate him now. This guy's done. The Kearsarge has 406mm guns, and it's basically a North Carolina with an extra turret, so you can see that's pretty powerful. But they're not the most tanky ships, since you can just farm their superstructure. What you're seeing here is blue stacks, glitching with the aim. happens sometimes. But here we go, we're back. And now the Tiger is up for destruction. Even though he has DFA 3, when he doesn't have a camo, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't run AA, it does nothing. Especially against an Audacious. So it's just mean, but holy moly, it's fun. Boom, there he goes. Bye-bye, Tiger. So this flank is now cleared, and we're just gonna push up. We're half HP, and now there's an Iowa. But there's still some DDs around. Nicolas is on the other flank, and like this guy, he knows his Kearsarge. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many shots and salvos he got on DDs. And one thing you should really be good at is swapping to HE, because the HE on Kearsarge is good. And something you can do is cycle fires. So you send a bomber, hopefully you get a fire, and then you have swapped to your HE, and you wait the 8 seconds, and boom, presto, you maybe get a triple fire. Both me and Nicolas are running Dewey, so we are quite tanky, and here is my build. I'm running a range build, so as you can see here, I run range, and then I have AA, believe it or not. I also run AA supplies, and we have surface detection. So I mostly use AP in this game, but I believe range mod or either dispersion mod is the best for Kearsarge. I'm not quite sure what Nicolas ran, but I thought AA would be fun, because if we had a chance to just sit in the base, we could just kill the planes. And trust me, there were a lot of SXs trying to carrier snipe Nicolas and Karl here, and he got frustrated because it's his first time being introduced to the fire and flooding chance of those ships. Now he is playing Audacious, so he shouldn't really be saying anything, because Audacious is just as BS. But you know, he got wrecked by some SXs, so we went AA and made an AA bubble, and trust me, when you go AA Kearsarge, as you can see, I've shot down 10 planes already. It's pretty powerful. So this Iowa beached himself, and is just getting pummeled by Charles Martel, the CV, and me. And as you can see, we get a Citadel right there, so that's... I run APCS, and you should really in this ship. It's basically a North Carolina, like I said. Now, Meme Team is probably a derivative of Dude, because I mean I play a lot of this game, especially this month, as you know, and sometimes you just need to mix it up, and I just had to try something new. I'm also trying out another disgusting plane division. That is going to be the second episode of this probably. But if you have any suggestions for new divisions or combinations, please leave them in the comments, because this is probably a lot easier for me to do, since it involves a ton of ships. You know, it's all ships. It's not just, you know, light cruisers that shoot fast or DDs that shoot fast. But we got another cruiser pushing in. This game was just a blessing, man. Now, San Luis is pretty fast, so I kind of misjudged the salvo there, but the bombs, luckily, man, we get an instant triple fire. This guy is on damage con, and we were, of course, communicating. At least me and Karl were. We were communicating and, you know, saying to each other, this guy damage con, this guy damage con. It's very, very powerful with comms, and yeah, as you can see, the San Luis made a very bad decision to turn there, and we completely annihilate him with 12 of these 406s, and yeah, you can see I'm pretty happy. I will say this, full transparency, this was my only game where I got the MVP and played well, but we did win every other game we played. I think we played maybe 6 or 7 in total, didn't lose a single one. At least from my you know, memory. We might have lost one, but still, I just remember this being so good. So we're gonna make a scale here, the meme scale. We're gonna rate this, at least from my point of view. I don't know what the other guys thought. I would like to hear your thoughts, Nicolas, in the comments. I will give this a 10 out of 10, man. The only thing that counters this is AA, but in tier 8 and tier 9, there's not that much AA, and in tier 10, sure, you run into the Worcester, but you can just avoid them. I mean, you can really just avoid them, especially when you're playing the Kearsarges. You have to think about, you know, saving your planes. They are, you know, not unlimited. They're not like a CV or not, but at least the Audacious, you don't have unlimited planes. But yeah, we just annihilate this Audacious as well. I mean, it's perfect. This, from a fun perspective, it's also very fun, but in terms of how nasty it is, yeah, it's definitely on the top scale, and we did feel dirty after this. It's kind of rude, it's kind of annoying, because in reality you have what, yeah, 4 dive bombers coming in, and these are, I'm pretty sure, SX dive bombers, so they deal quite a lot of damage and have a high fire chance. Or maybe there's something else, you know, it doesn't matter, they still work pretty good and they do quite good damage. So we're just pushing the base here. There's still a BB and this bot destroyer left, the only bot in the game. We just left him alone. I mean, he doesn't really do anything, right? And now we're just pushing in. The double Kearsarge division, I mean, it must have looked terrifying or hilarious for the enemy team. I'm not quite sure, but at least it was it was a joy, and I think you should try this. It's quite good. I will say this, it's quite good. It's actually really good as the game ends here. And we ended up with 93k damage and 3 kills. Pretty good. But yeah, it was definitely a team effort, and that's how this worked. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. It's a new concept I'm trying. I want to make some more montages. I miss making them. So I thought of bringing in a new series, and this was what I came up with. I hope you enjoyed. My name has been BobLyn, and I'm signing out. As we have the beautiful Kearsarge here in the end, the big tumor ship. You get a critical hit, guys, if you hit the big tumor, just saying. Anyways, I'm signing out. Bye.